welcome friends and spiritual travelers. This is Mystic Owl, aka Nathan. We have another pick a card reading for you today. Today's theme is, what do you need to hear right now? So messages from your guides, basically, or from spirit. We have 4 piles for you to choose from. Pile 1 is with the clear quartz seerstone. Pile 2 is this leopard jasper. Pile 3 is this opalite. And pile 4 is the aventurine spear. Please use your intuition to choose a pile. Remember, this is a general reading, so take only that which resonates with you and leave the rest behind. Thank you all for being here, for watching my videos. Also, if you're interested, I am on Instagram and I do weekly forecasts on Instagram and also like regular Instagram pick a card readings. So follow me there, I'll put the tag down below. But on that, let's get started with pile number 1 to find out what you need to hear right now. Hello and welcome pile 1 with the lovely clear quartz seerstone. I love this crystal, beautiful. Let's find out what your spirit guides want you to know right now, what messages they have for you. We'll start with your tarot cards and move on to your oracle cards a little bit later. Your first card. Oh, you have the 6 of Wands. Lovely. Success, triumph. You have the Devil card. You have the Empress. Nice. You also have the Hanged Man. Okay. Wow, that's pretty amazing. You got 3 major arcana. Major arcana are major life lessons or experiences. They are generally archetypes, things that we go through, we learn a lot from. These aren't things to be taken lightly. So I do think you're probably feeling the feels right now, pile 1. Maybe you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed. I am sensing with the Hanged Man. This card generally talks about taking a pause in life. It may be a pause that you've chosen to take, or maybe spirit has caused the pause for you so that you can change your perspective. You can see with the Hanged Man hanging from the tree, looking at life from a different perspective, a different vantage point, a viewpoint, and the halo around his head in the sense of like having an epiphany or understanding or enlightenment about certain experiences from the past. I think maybe you're in a phase right now, pile 1, where you feel as if you're not making progress is what I'm getting. Like all of the pushing or all of the things that you're doing, the actions that you're taking, the decisions you're making don't feel as if they're leading you towards the things that you want. But I think the reason for that is with the Devil card here. The Devil card it's not a card to be concerned about. People freak out about the Devil card, but it's just an energy. All of the cards here are energies, right? And it's an experience or an energy. And the Devil is related to being like restricted in life through either having some like thought patterns or beliefs, negative beliefs or limiting beliefs, or potentially even things in life, material things in life that we're attached to that are holding us back from being the best versions of ourselves. So the Devil is kind of the shadow energy of the Lovers card in a way, where the lovers are aligned with each other and just having a blissful, happy life together. And the Devil card is a shadow of that, where maybe there's a little bit of fear about moving forward, or there's certainly, I think, things that you need to address that are preventing you from actually being able to make progress and move forward is what I'm getting. So are there things that maybe you think you need to change in your life right now, pile 1? How do you speak to yourself in your mind? Are you hard on yourself? Can you be quite negative or get really, really down and frustrated with yourself really easily? Are there things that maybe you need to break free of, like certain addictions or behaviors or patterns that aren't allowing you to be the best version of yourself, where you're confident and not dabbling in things that are preventing you from putting all of your energy into the things that you actually love and the things that you want to be doing with your future? It's about like taking some time with the Hanged Man here to assess, I guess, your habits and your behaviors and work out what's working for you and what needs to go. Because I do see too, what I'm getting here, I do sense with the Empress card here that maybe you're feeling as if like there's not a lot to be grateful for at the moment. I sense this is a group that's probably been going through quite a bit with the Hanged Man. This pause maybe wasn't by your own choice. Spirit is causing you to really take some time to reassess your life and the way that you're living. But with the Empress card living here, she's just out in nature, abundant with so much natural beauty all around her. Generally, you can also talk about like pregnancy, ruled by Venus, which is the planet associated with our values and what we value in life of aesthetics and beauty. There's a lot around you that you have to be grateful for, is what I'm getting from the Empress card in this reading. You do have a lot to lift your spirits. There's things that are... Sorry, my camera just cut out the pile one. There's things in your life that are blessings, that are going well. Maybe it's about right now taking some time with the Hangman to start focusing on the things in your life that you have to be grateful for, that are going well, that are blessings in your life, as opposed to focusing on the things that maybe aren't working for you. Changing your mindset from potentially experiences from the past that were hard to bear, allowing yourself time to break free of patterns or behaviors that you know are holding you back from living the life that you always wanted. With the Empress card here, who's just basking in like so much sunshine and beauty, really enjoying everything that she has that's coming her way, basically. And you will have success too. You will get through this period because you've got the Six of Wands here. This is the card of success and triumph, recognition for the things that you've managed to achieve. You can see in this card the querent riding the horse. Once again, the horse has come out, and I'm actually doing this reading last. I've decided to mix it up. I've done pile one last, and the horse has come out, I think, in every one of the readings in some form or another. Which is a card of, which is a spirit animal associated with freedom, doing the things that you love, going after the things that you love, feeling liberated and free of the burdens of your past, the things that were holding you back and preventing you from living the life that you've always wanted, is what I'm getting. So this is really about you taking an inventory and assessing your life and working out what's needed in your life, what you have to be grateful for, what's going well in your life, where you want your life to go, and what you need to do to break free of or change in your life in a way that will allow you to, have success and to be free, basically, to live the life that you want, is what I'm getting. Lovely. Moving on from that pile one, let's have a look at your oracle cards and see what they have to say. I'm also seeing too, this is a small message that will only resonate with a few of you out there. But if you are a woman that's been trying to get pregnant, I do see that in the cards, absolutely, with the Empress, which is all about abundance and can quite often literally be about creating another baby, another human being, creative energy, basically. The Hanged Man, taking some time to work on what you need to work on. But with the Devil and the Six of Wands, the Devil sometimes can also talk about sexual pleasures. So pregnancy might be something that's just on the cards for you in the near future. That's something that you've been trying to do, but maybe haven't had success with in the past, is what I'm saying. But moving on from that, your oracle cards, your first two cards, you have the I'm Sorry card. Defenselessness, riding past wrongs. There you go. Okay, riding past wrongs. Uprooting. Uprooting really reminds me of the Hanged Man too. It kind of reminds me also of the Tower moment in tarot, where all of a sudden there's an abrupt change in your life and you have to take some time to build things up again and to do it right, to assess what's working for you in your life and what needs to go, what needs to change, and to make sure that you get it right this time. Riding past wrongs. Potentially you feel, what I'm getting, pile one, is a lot of guilt. A group that feels a lot of guilt for certain experiences in the past that maybe didn't go right. Maybe you've hurt people in the past, or you haven't treated people the way that maybe you feel you should have, that are in accordance with your values, with Venus here being the ruler of our values and what we believe in. You haven't always felt as if you've operated in accordance with your own core values and beliefs. And maybe now you're reflecting upon those values and what it is that you need to change so that you can start acting in accordance with the person that you want to be. Your life is a canvas. Artist, manifestation, creative accountability. That's beautiful. That goes really well with the Empress, which is all about creative energy, basically. The Empress creates her own abundance by being very, very creative and doing the things that she loves. So not only do I feel that this is a group that maybe are trying to change their values and their beliefs so that you can be more in aligned with the person that you want to be, forgiving yourself and maybe seeking apologies and forgiveness from other people that you may have hurt or you feel as if you may have hurt in the past. But I just sense that maybe you've also been feeling like you've been on the wrong path a little bit, Power One. And this could be about righting past wrongs in terms of like getting on the right path. And this may be in terms of like the right path in terms of your values and the things that you believe in, the way that you hold yourself and start to like project yourself to the world now. But I'm most definitely seeing a creative group too, with the Empress card here and creative accountability. This is the artists of the group, I think. Strong creative talents. And I'm not surprised too with the Devil card. I like to think the people that like feel the feels the most generally are the ones that go through like the most trials and tribulations in life, because we spend a lot of time trying to escape from those feelings. They can be so overwhelming sometimes that we see them as a curse. But actually, your feelings, those experiences that you've been through, all of that hurt and trauma that you've been through, and you've probably put yourself through, I think, Power One, are really a blessing, because you have the ability to really feel quite intimately also like a lot of positive feelings and channel that positive like mental energy and emotional energy into something really creative that I think will lead to being recognized, fame, fortune, success, which is all about the Six of Wands. Being proud of your achievements and in a way being a leader and a beacon of hope for other people. People looking up to you and wanting a piece of you, basically, is what the Six of Wands is all about. So if there is something that you've always wanted to do, try not to channel that energy and those emotions into the bad things, the things that distract you from living the life that you want. This is all about you choosing to change path and to channel all of those emotional outbursts and that energy, that intense emotional energy into the things that you love, to see the blessings in those experiences again, but also to actually become an artist and to use your strong emotions to create something really, really beautiful that deserves recognition and success, basically. I think this is a group that can be your own worst enemy, and I totally resonate with that, Power One. I went through a period in my life where I was drinking really, really heavily. I was doing some other things that I will talk about in future videos, but I'm not really proud of. I spent a lot of my life, like 7 or 8 years, just escaping reality. My brother passed away. I lost a partner. I lost my job. Things fell apart, and I just broke apart. But I found tarot and astrology during my darkest days, and it's been that light that has really guided me out of the darkness and allowed me to see, guided me out of the darkness and allowed me to see that there's so much beauty in life still. No matter whatever you've put yourself through, you can always turn your life around, and it's time to really go after something that really makes you feel inspired and alive, basically. To do the things that you love is what I'm getting, Power One. So this is really, really beautiful. I think this reading is about motivating you to like start living the life that you want to live and be the person that you know you can and want to be, basically. And your final card is the Sacred Sight card, and purpose. Like finding your divine purpose. Finding the light in life with the sun like emerging from the background beyond the horizon. There is hope in life again for you, Power One. It's not all over. Whatever you've been through, whatever you put yourself through, you can turn it around. You can forgive yourself. You can seek forgiveness, and you can start again and choose to channel your energy into something that I think you are very, very inspired by. But this card also tends to talk about maybe creating a sacred site or a sacred space that you can go to where you can tap into that creative energy. It's all about unveiling like hidden talents, basically, through taking some time to find your inner calling. So this is all about you changing your life for the better, really, is what I'm seeing. Just know that you can if you choose to, and start investing more time in the things that you love instead of like dabbling in the things that you know aren't working for you. Beautiful. Moving on for that power one, let's get some further messages for you from the Moonology deck. Spirit, can we get some further messages, please, for pile number one, who are choosing to start to see life from a different perspective and to change and right past wrongs, to forgive themselves and to move on and start again. There you go. There's your two cards. Ooh, the first card that came out is Meditate and Contemplate. New Moon and Pisces. I'm going to put that over here with the Hanged Man, which is Piscean energy also. Taking time to like contemplate essentially what it is that you need to change in your life, but also just to connect with spirit so you can allow these new gifts and this passion for something creative to be channeled into something that you love doing. I do think this is a group that could really get a lot out of. Interestingly, you've also got Pisces here. Pisces tend to be the escapists of the zodiac that feel the feels probably deeper than anyone else. I am a Pisces myself, so I know what that's like. But meditation for me also has been a great way of shutting my mind down and actually being able to like just focus on being in the moment is what I'm getting from that card. So not only are you being called to maybe spend some time in meditation, possibly out somewhere where you can actually connect that feels sacred to you, but I think also just to reflect upon your life and work out what it is that you want and how you want to change your life for the better. To stop escaping reality and to start sort of facing it head on by doing the things that you love. And your final card, the New Moon in Taurus, prosperity lies ahead. That goes really well with the Six of Wands. Things will work out in your favor, pile one, if you choose to turn your life around and to start doing the things that you love. Go get them. Taurian energy, once again ruled by Venus too. Creative energy, beautiful, sensual energy. You've got a lot of gifts within you. It's just about choosing to channel that energy into something that creates beauty and more prosperity in your world, as opposed to doing things that maybe destroy that energy or that bring you down. And a closeout message for you. But once again, beautiful energy, lots of prosperity and success, abundance lies ahead for you, pile one, if and when you start to change your life for the better. And it's all up to you. You have the ability to do so. You wouldn't be watching this reading if Spirit didn't believe that you had the ability to change your life and to turn it around, to start again. I close that message, Spirit, for pile number one. There it is. Ooh, nice. I let go of the shadow of the past. Wow. I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. Oh, okay. So you may have been hurt in the past by somebody else, pile one. And you've been holding on to that pain potentially. But really, I just think this is about you starting to see yourself as a beautiful, divine individual that you are. To forgive yourself for things that maybe didn't work out or the way that you've been living. And to start to like change your mind and mindset about how you want to live and to go after it. Not holding back, believing in yourself that you can and will change your life for the better. That's all I have for you, pile one. I hope that resonated with you. If it did, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I wish you a beautiful day, and let's move on to pile two. Hello and welcome, pile two, with the Leopard Jasper. Let's find out what Spirit wants you to know, what you need to hear right now. We'll start with your tarot cards and move on to oracle cards a little bit later. So your tarot cards. Ooh, you have Judgment. You have the Sun card, lovely. You have the Chariot. Wow, that's 3 major arcana cards to start with. Interesting. Powerful cards indeed for you, pile two. And you have the 3 of Wands. Lovely. Okay. Interesting. 3 major arcana. Major arcana are generally major life lessons or archetypes, experiences that we go through in life. So I do sense that you're probably almost at a crossroads. It feels like with Judgment. Judgment is essentially the card of a rebirth or following your calling in life. You can see the angel, I think maybe it's Archangel Uriel from memory, is calling these survivors, reminds me of Noah's Ark, these survivors to sort of answer their calling and follow spirit, to live a more spiritual life, to do what it is that spirit has put you on this earth for. So I do sense that maybe you're feeling as if you're at a crossroads about whether it's time now to follow a new path. Especially with 3 major arcana, this does indicate probably feeling some strong feelings right now. I just sense that with the Sun card, you've got this sudden inspiration or desire to follow a new path, pile 2. Or at least you're on a new path, you've started a new path. You can always see with the Sun card and the child riding the horse's back, the horse being a symbol of freedom, chasing freedom and chasing your dreams, but the child bringing that joyful, playful, like childlike energy to life again, seeing the magic in every experiences and just having a lot of fun, basically. I feel like you're either being called now to change paths and to follow what you sense is your inner calling in life, with judgment here, or you've made some changes recently and you're now starting to see, I guess, the blessings for those changes. Things are starting to fall into place and you're having a lot of fun with what you're doing. You're learning to trust yourself a little bit more and just keep persevering on your path. Interesting that you also have the Chariot card here, which indicates taking action. The Chariot is all about literal movement, essentially, or taking action on something. So I sense that either you've been feeling called to take action on a new path and to follow something that is something that really inspires you, something that you love doing, that brings out that magical element in life and makes you feel like a child again, just having fun day in, day out, without a care in the world, is what I'm getting, pile 2. Or now is the time for you to get going, because you've also got the 3 of Wands, which generally does indicate that you're already on your journey. You can see, over the distance, you can see your path sort of unfolding ahead of you and really starting to trust that the steps that you are taking are actually leading you to something bigger and better in life, is what I'm seeing. So I'm really just seeing for you, pile 2, what Spirit wants you to know is to just keep trusting in yourself, that the steps that you've taken recently are leading you towards something much bigger, and into a place of just feeling a lot of love and at peace with the world, really enjoying your life, is what I'm getting. And if you are down in your path, with judgment here, pile 2, really indicating that you've been called a spiritual path. I do sense this is a group that probably is very spiritually inclined and considers yourself to be a spiritual individual, has a lot of faith and trust in your intuition, and really believes in the guidance that you receive from your spirit guides and your ancestors. I think there's just a need for you to just continue to trust in that, not to doubt yourself, because I do see a path unfolding ahead for you that is leading you towards really amazing things. It's interesting also with the Chariot card, you can see here just the amount of stars. First of all, he's got a star in his helmet, but there's stars all over the coverage, the sheet. And stars, the star card generally indicates divine guidance or hope and having faith in something bigger than yourself. So I just sense you're really just being called right now to continue to trust in your path and to continue persevering on your path, and know that the changes that you've made recently are leading you towards something that I think is far beyond your wildest dreams and imagination, pile 2. This is really, really beautiful. So just keep taking action, one step at a time, knowing full well that the guidance will come in as and when you need it, and to bring that element of joy into what you're doing too, to have a lot of fun with it, and do it because you love it, basically. I always like to think our calling is something that we are naturally good at. We have a natural affinity towards. It's something that comes naturally to us. But it's also something that generally tends to bring us a lot of joy and satisfaction. Like life isn't meant to be hard all the time. I think when you find something that you love and it's something that you've gravitated towards, you spend a lot of time investing in because it's a passion of yours. You're really like inspired to keep working on this thing. And if you're really, really good at it, then why not do it? Life, I think if we're all living our best lives and following our passions and our dreams and, being a good person and inspiring others to live their best lives and do what they love, then humanity in the world would be such a magical and beautiful place to be in. And I really think that's what the Age of Aquarius is about. We're starting to wake up to the fact that we have power and control over our own lives, and we all have some sort of gifts and purposes that we can contribute to our own lives to better it, but also contribute towards humanity, so that collectively we're raising the vibration by basically looking after each other and doing the things that we're inspired by in life. So the message is pretty clear for you, pile 2. Just trust in your path and keep going. You're on the right path is what I'm getting for you. I'm also getting, pile 2, that maybe you're a very creative individual with the Sun card here. This does talk about creativity. The Sun rules the 5th house in Leo, which is all about standing in your power and doing the things that you love. Really fun-loving, like fiery, passionate energy. But the reason I also say that is because you have the trumpet here, like calling you to your life purpose or passion. As in you may be very like musical, music may come easy to you, or you just have some sort of creative talent that you've been investing in recently. And I think you're starting to see the rewards from it. With the 3 of Wands, this does indicate that, you're starting to see your path unfold and things are starting to work out, maybe better than you could have ever imagined, really. Beautiful. So let's move on to your oracle cards, pile 3, and let's see what they have to say. You have the card of Star Brothers. Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. Okay, that's really beautiful considering I was picking up on the star energy here in the Chariot about taking action and really trusting in the divine, the divine messages that you're receiving that are leading you on your journey. Good to know too. It says here protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. Like trusting in your own path, but also trusting in spirit with spirit guiding you. So if you have been feeling, as I picked up before, maybe you've been feeling a little bit doubtful or potentially just a little bit concerned or lost about your path, wondering if you are on the right path, if things are going to work out the way you want, if you found your calling even. I just think, as I mentioned, you really just need to trust in yourself and remember just to have fun with whatever you're doing. Like the child in the Sun card is just in the moment and enjoying the process, right? Like, but not only that, really picking up on all of those miraculous sort of experiences that are unfolding ahead of the child. Like, remember when you're a child and you go outside and you see like a beautiful butterfly landing on a flower, and it just fills you with like so much love for nature and the world around you, the natural world around you. There's just an element also, not only to just be in the moment and to embrace the moment and have fun with it, but pay mind to those little miracles and nuggets of magic around you that spirit is gifting you on your journey, just to remind you that you are a divine being, and that the more you follow your calling and the more you trust in yourself, the greater your journey and your path will unfold ahead of you, and things will start falling into place for you. Your next card, all paths lead home. Okay. Wow, that's really cool considering you have the 3 of Wands in the Chariot, which talks about taking action and following a divine path. All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. There you go, intuition. I just sense it's time for you to trust your intuition, pile 2. I think you probably already do. I do sense that this is a very spiritual and intuitive group anyway. Interesting also with intuition, you've also got the Eye of Horus, right? And the Eye of Horus kind of reminds me of I guess, of the third eye and spiritual or psychic awareness. This is a group that I really think probably gets a lot of signs and synchronicities in your everyday experience, just to remind you that everything's okay and that you are on the right path. But also that you are connected to nature and that you're a spiritual being too. That you're part of this, of the oneness and the beautiful world around you. I like to think that we are. I like to think that we're a part of this world. We're not, we're not a visitor on this earth. We are all made up of the same stuff, right? And we're connected to nature too. So I think you probably get a lot of signs and messages, guidance from like animals and the natural world around you. There's lots of signs. There's lots of signs and synchronicities on your path that are leading you on your journey. Continue to trust in that and to have fun with it too. Like, for me, when I see a magical sign or a synchronicity, I thank spirit instantly, because I just think like, that's really, really beautiful for you to give me that message to confirm that everything is all right and I'm on the right path. But also because it just reminds me that like the 3D realm is magical. We are magical beings, surrounded by beauty and nature and magic. And that's just nice to remember, I think, pile too. So keep that in mind. And your final card, is the card of divination. Bones for casting. Interesting. Okay. All right. I was picking up in a group that it's probably quite spiritual, but also potentially has some creative talents. This card generally indicates to me that you may have some divinatory talents too. You may read tarot. Potentially have a YouTube channel, and you're a fellow reader. If you are, hello. I wish you all the best. But I do think this card is just a reminder too that you do have that you are connected to your guides and they are trying to guide you. So you can use divination as a tool to help you come up with the answers that you seek, to get confirmation on your path, so that you can trust yourself and know that everything's turning out okay for you, is what I'm getting. And with the all paths lead home, this does indicate to me too that if you spend more time in meditation, and probably also out in nature, pile too, connecting to nature or spending more time like finding the answers from within, that's where I think you can really connect to your guides and your ancestors and actually come up with the wisdom yourself. So I do sense that for you, spending a lot of time in meditation will like help you naturally come up with the answers that you're seeking on your journey. But just a strong indication that you need to trust in your path and take action to. Sorry, pile two, my phone just cut out there for a bit. I think I was just talking about the need to trust that you're on the right path and that everything is unfolding for you the way that it should, just to keep trusting the process and to enjoy the experience as you go, basically. Lovely. And also, once again, just to trust your intuition, because I do see a lot of indications here with the Judgment card. The Divination card indicating that maybe you do have some skills in divination. And also, all paths lead to home, and turn you gaze within intuition, that you are very, very intuitive. So trust in any sort of intuitive nudges that you may have, or any signs and synchronicities that are leading you on your journey, because they're generally probably up to be very correct, I think, and they're there for a reason. Let's get some further messages for you, pile two, from the Moonology cards, and see what they have to say for you. Spirit, can we get some further messages, please, for pile number 2, who have made some big changes in their life and are wanting to just trust in the journey, to trust that they're on the right path and everything's everything's unfolding the way that it needs to for them. Any further messages, please, Spirit, for pile number 2? So the first card that did come out for you, is the Nothing Is Yet Set in Stone card, the Mutable Moon. Sorry, I just knocked the camera too. Okay. So that's an indication that, you've just got to keep trusting and keep working at it. Like, whatever it is that you want to create, I always like this card, because I guess the message generally is about, like, having to really work for the things you want. But in a way, it kind of means that we have free will. And I really like that. It's nice to know that we are responsible for our own lives and the decisions we make. Like, what's the point of being here? Everything was already going to be the way it was supposed to. I just think that would be really, really boring, and there's no point in trying. We're here to learn new experiences and to grow and learn through the mistakes. So I do think with this card, it's just a reminder to keep relying on yourself and to keep making those decisions, not to give up or to to get complacent or lackadaisical and just expect spirit to do all the work for you. That you are here doing the work, and that you are responsible. You have free will, and you can make the right decisions for you. Any further messages, please, Spirit, for pile number 2? I also love it too with all the water and the mutable moon. The mutable moon kind of reminds me of you know, that nice flowing energy. It relates to your intuition and your emotions, like the ups and downs, learning to trust the wave that you're coming in on, in a sense. Once again, just a reminder to trust your intuition and any sort of emotional responses or reactions your body is giving you about maybe what decision to make or what is right for you. A very intuitive group, I'm seeing, absolutely. And your last card is the Gibbous Moon. You're very close to achieving your goal. That's beautiful. Good to know. That really falls well with the Three of Wands, indicating that you are on your journey. You can see, like, I guess, the end of your journey over the horizon. So just keep pushing, basically, is what the cards are saying. Like, you are on the right path and you will achieve the things that you want if you keep trusting and keep working it, is what I see. Beautiful reading for you, pile 2. Let's get a closeout message for you from the universe as your back deck. Spirit, can we get a closeout message, please, for pile number 2? Everything is unfolding the way it should, I think, and they just need to keep working at it and keep trusting. A closeout message, please, Spirit, for pile number 2. There you go. And just once again, a reminder to have fun with it, like with the Sun card here and the Judgment card. Like, following your calling is something that's meant to be enjoyable. Not necessarily easy, especially with the mutable moon there. But most definitely rewarding and enjoyable. So treat it as something that you enjoy, and all will be okay. Here we go. I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am love and miracles are natural. There you go. Miracles are natural. I was talking about that earlier. I picked up on a group that probably sees a lot of signs and synchronicities and trusts in those messages that, like, sort of guide you daily on your journey. Have faith in those little nuggets of magic and miracles that are happening for you each and every day, because they're there to be enjoyed, and they are leading you on your journey and your path. All will work out better than anything you could ever imagine, pile 2. Trust and believe that everything's unfolding the way it should. Beautiful reading for you. I hope it resonated with you. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I wish you a beautiful day, and let's move on to pile 3. Hello, welcome pile 3 with the lime opal light. Let's find out what Spirit wants you to know right now, what your guides and your ancestors, what messages they have for you. We'll start with your tarot cards and then get onto your oracle cards a little bit later. Your first card, it's the Fool card. Lovely, that's beautiful. You have the 9 of Pentacles. Beautiful, lovely. You have the 4 of Cups. You also have the Queen of Cups. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to start first with the 4 of Cups. I do sense for you, pile 3, that maybe you've been feeling a little bit unsure about what the right path is to take. With the 4 of Cups here, you can see the man sitting under the tree, spending time in nature, trying to connect with his self, like, and work out which one of these 3 cups is right for him, what the right path is, what the right decision is, in a way. But he's kind of not being able to see that, you know, there's divine, I guess, intervention or guidance here from the universe, gifting you another cup. There's another option here that maybe you're not aware of yet. So I do sense that maybe you've been feeling like there's a few options at your disposal, but you're not quite sure which one is best for you. But I think maybe if you think about it or spend some time alone, probably out in nature with the 9 of Pentacles here, the woman, you know, really surrounded by nature and like lots of animals, just basking in the glory of having such a great life and being independent, having paved her own way in life. I think spending time in nature for you is where you can really like reconnect to your soul and discover what it is that your soul is yearning for you to do in a way. And I know that may be a bit of a cliche in tarot, like allowing your soul to give you the wisdom that you need, doing meditation to unveil the answers. But I think it's really about for you here. I just sense that maybe you're feeling as if you're not sure what the next step is or what path to take, what the right option is for you. But really, you just need to take some time out and allow yourself to naturally come up with that answer yourself. Try not to overthink it is what I'm getting. There's no air or swords cards here. So definitely it needs to be more about trusting your intuition and allowing your soul to give you that answer that you need right now. Because I do see with the Fool card and the Nine of Pentacles, you starting a new journey where you leave everything behind. The Fool card is really beautiful because you can see there he's only got a very small knapsack on his rod, his stave, I guess. He's not taking any baggage with him. He's not taking all of his luggage or baggage. He's leaving all the baggage behind, just trusting in spirit and his guides to lead him on his journey. To take this leap of faith and know that everything will work out. I sense here with the Four of Cups that there's another option that you're being urged to look at that will probably be the best option for you. And when you take that leap of faith and leave behind all of your worries and concerns, leave behind these other three options that aren't working out for you or that don't inspire you the way that I think this other option will, then everything, I think, will start magically falling into place a little bit. The Fool just really puts a lot of trust and faith in God and the divine to lead them on the journey. You can see he's got the sun on the back. He's living his best life. He's having a lot of fun. He has a lot of faith and knows full well that he will be caught and everything will be okay. It's just about taking that leap of faith, whatever that may be for you. I do sense it's potentially a new path, or even like maybe finding your calling in life, trying something new and just seeing where it goes and letting spirit guide you is what I'm getting. Because I do see a very intuitive group with the Queen of Cups here. She has a lid on her emotions too. It's interesting with the Queen of Cups. She has like the biggest cup of all, and she has a lid on it, indicating that she's got control over her emotions. She doesn't let her emotions dictate her actions and her behaviors. So even though she trusts her intuition and lets her emotions guide her, they don't overwhelm her. And I do sense that that's probably where you are right now with the Four of Cups. There's maybe feeling just a little bit overwhelmed with like a certain decision you need to make, or maybe not knowing or trusting what the next step is. But there is an answer coming, absolutely. If you spend some time in nature, most definitely I see spending time in nature with the Queen of Cups also on the beach here. By the beach, out in a field, in a park, out in the forest, even spending time with your animals and pets, I think will allow you to connect to that loving sort of divine energy within you that will naturally allow you to see what it is that you want to do and what it is that you should be going after. Pile 3? Pile 5, there's only 4 piles. I'm not sure where that came from. And just to let go, to go after that new thing, to give it a go and see what happens and see where it leads you. I'm also drawn instantly too with all the yellow here in these cards related to the solar plexus chakra, which is the center of divine will and taking responsibility for our lives in the body. So I sense that this is something that probably isn't coming naturally to you. It's a hard decision to make. But I think you're being called to really take a chance on the thing that your soul is calling for you to do, and just seeing how much you can achieve in your own right. I think when you actually make a decision and follow that decision, go after it and commit to it, it's really empowering, right? And when you start having success and you see the rewards for your efforts, it just gives you more motivation and confidence in your own abilities. So even though you might be feeling a little bit down and out, not sure what to do, you may be lacking confidence in your decisions, maybe lacking confidence in your own intuition, pile 3. I think once you spend some time to allow yourself to reconnect to something bigger than your own, and allow your soul to naturally come up with the answer that you need, go after it, then you have this to look forward to. The Nine of Pentacles is a beautiful, beautiful card. This woman is independent, and she's achieved success by following her own instincts, not relying on anybody else, and doing what it is that she loves. And I think that's where you're being headed right now too. So give it a go, whatever it is. And if you don't know what that is yet, then maybe spend some time in nature to work that out. Moving on for you, pile 3, let's see what your oracle cards have to say. Your first card. Oh, look at that. Earth pulsing. Earth pulsing. Spending time in nature, on Earth. Pulse of the Mother. Mother Earth, Gaia. Slow down. Time in nature. There you go. Wow. I love it when the cards give me beautiful synchronicities like that. When I'm picking up on a certain message and then it's confirmed in the next card. Beautiful. But once again, it's an indication to me that Spirit is with you. When you have sort of like hits of synchronicity or divine guidance like that, don't doubt it and really appreciate it, because Spirit is here guiding you. And I think you just need to trust her. With the little dog at the Fool's back here, he's got his friend. You're not alone. You're never alone, pile 3. And if you feel like maybe you are, if you're feeling a little bit lost and isolated, then ask your spirit guides and your ancestors for help, because they want to give you the answers. And I think it's just within you. You just need to unveil it. The next card, is the Void. Stop. Embrace winter. Great cosmic rune. This card always it doesn't look like a very positive card, does it? With all of that black, it kind of looks like I think it's a black hole actually. But basically, it's just about, once, as I mentioned earlier, taking a break right now. I think maybe what you need. This is a group that I sense is probably starting to panic a little bit about a certain decision that you have to make. You might be getting quite anxious and thoughts are ruminating through your head. What do I do? What do I do? I don't know. Can I trust my intuition? Can I trust my instincts? Is this the right path for me? All you need to do is just to try and like shut that off for now. Stop overthinking, get out into nature, spend some time doing something that you love even, where you're shifting your focus from what is right and what is wrong. Do something that you love, spend time with friends and family, get to the beach, go for a walk. Read a book, something that allows you to stop your mind from thinking about what is or what isn't. And just allow that to come to you, like an epiphany, a sudden realization that will come when you naturally divert your mind from the overthinking, is what I'm seeing. And if you think you already have found your path, pile 3, I just think the messages in this reading, especially with the Queen of Cups here and the Fool, just taking that leap of faith. It's just about giving it a go and seeing what happens, basically. I don't think there's any really like majorly wrong decisions on this path. If it leads you somewhere that maybe you didn't want to go down, then you learn from that and you learn not what to do. You learn what you don't want from life. You learn what didn't work out and you choose not to do that again, basically. So no path is without its lessons. You can't get it wrong. It's just a diversion from the right path, basically, and you can correct yourself really easily, especially when you learn to just trust in the answers that I think are naturally coming for you. And your final card, is the Shaman, Completion. Okay, that's a beautiful card. Once again, indicating with like the eagle here as a spirit guide and a bear, that you are connected to nature and you do have some guides that are trying to give you the answers that you seek. The shaman is basically going on a spiritual journey within, to try and unveil his spiritual path and his life calling. This reading, I think, is all about like your divine calling in life, pile 3. Maybe you've been feeling as if you've been on the wrong path for quite a while now. And you've been feeling as if like everything that you've been working on isn't right and it's not fulfilling, it's not soul fulfilling. But I guess that sort of provokes some more questions for you. What are you inspired by? What is it that you love doing? What's your passion? What have you always wanted to try that you've never actually given a go yet? If money wasn't a problem for you, knowing full well that you are guided and everything will work out okay, just take that leap of faith. what is it that you would do right now? I think that's the thing that maybe you should give it a go at least. Like, you don't want to get to your end of your life and think, I mean, if only I tried that out just to see what would have happened. Like, life's a mystery, but it's also meant to be fun, you know? If there's something you've always wanted to do, get onto it. See what happens. That's what I'm seeing, most definitely. I do see also that your life calling may be associated with nature somehow, with so much like energy related to the earth. You've got the Nine of Pentacles here, which is earth energy, and the Querent out in nature, surrounded by animals in nature. You've got the Fool jumping from the precipice on the mountain, the Queen of Cups out by the beach, and the Four of Cups, a man meditating under a tree, deciding what's best for him, along with the Earth Pulsing card. There's a strong indication that maybe being of service to Mother Gaia, or somehow being related to animals, potentially like caring for animals, being a vet, being an animal activist, or standing up for your beliefs in terms of like what we should be doing to protect Mother Gaia. Potentially even you're a vegetarian is what I'm getting to. This could be a group that has a lot of like animal rights values, and you want to do all you can to really promote the need to protect like Mother Nature and animals. I definitely see somebody that is a lover of animals, absolutely. Maybe that's your life calling, if that's something that you've always wanted to do. You're never too young to try is what I'm getting for you, pile 3. Moving on from that, let's get some further messages for you, pile 3, from the Moonology cards to see what Spirit has to say. Spirit, can we get some further messages, please, for pile number 3, who I sense are deliberating about maybe what it is that they want to do, which path to go down, what feels right for them, and learning to just trust in their intuition and the guidance that they're receiving. Taking a chance on something new, absolutely. There's one. Okay, we'll just take that card. Okay, there you go. Don't stress, pile 3. Everything will work out fine. The full moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is forecast. That's beautiful. And it's just a beautiful reminder that, you know, you don't need to worry, that whatever path you choose will work out okay, whether it feels right for you or not. Like, there's something that you will learn from it. And this does indicate that you will win, you will succeed, you will have success, you will achieve your goals, and everything will work out fine. That's beautiful. Lucky you, pile 3. Now let's get a closeout message for you from the universe as your back deck. Also, Libra, relating to like the other and other people. Librans are Librans are humanitarians. They are all about like lifting humanity and trying to like help out other people, being of service to others. All about trust and what's right, doing the right thing, following their values. So I just see a group that would really make a great activist or standing up for your rights. Maybe your calling is somehow related to like doing something that makes you feel good and that you know is contributing to helping either humanity or Mother Gaia somehow in the world. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender more is your card, okay? Interesting, like the Querent in the Four of Cups sitting under the tree, meditating and contemplating on what his path is and what's right for him. And with the cosmic void here, the void, stop, embrace winter. I really do get from that card that there's a need for you to just take some time out and to meditate and allow yourself to naturally come up with the answers that you seek, pile 3. But surrendering also can also talk about needing to change your path and actually cut away things that maybe aren't working for you. There may be things in your life right now that you've been holding on to that you know you need to let go of, but maybe these are things that you love and that have brought you satisfaction and joy in the past, and now it breaks your heart to have to let them go. But I really believe the universe and spirit rewards us for like surrendering things that we know aren't serving us anymore. It's all about elevating and sort of leveling up, becoming a better person in a way, which is definitely indicated also with the full moon in Libra here. And know that you will have success by choosing to follow a very spiritual path is what I'm getting. Find your life calling and stick to it, and cut away anything in your life that is preventing you from being able to achieve that to the best of your capabilities, things will work out better than you could ever imagine with the Nine of Pentacles here and the full moon in Libra. There's really nothing to worry about, even though it may not be easy right now. The answers you need will come, and I think it'll be a beautiful journey for you. That's all I have for you, Pile 3. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I wish you a beautiful day, and let's move on to Pile 4. Hello, welcome Pile 3 with the Aventurine Spear. Let's find out what you need to hear right now, what it is your spirit guides and your ancestors want you to know. We'll start with your tarot cards, and then we'll get onto your oracle cards just a little bit later. Your first card, you have the King of Cups. Lovely. Ooh, you have the Five of Cups. You have the Page of Swords. You also have the High Priestess. That's really beautiful. Lovely cards. Well, most of them anyway. Let's start with the hard card. You have here the Five of Cups. This card is all about disappointment, basically. Things not working out, or you can see here in this card that three of the Five Cups have spilled over, and the Aquarian's looking back along the cups with the really sort of like slow-moving water in the background, looking on the cups with disappointment, feeling sad for what he's lost. I sense that maybe there's something in your past that didn't work out the way you were hoping for, or maybe a few things in your past didn't work out the way you planned, Pile 4. But there's a gentle reminder here that there's still two cups here. There's things in your life that are positive, that are still worth living for. Not all is lost, basically, is the message of the Five of Cups. And with the Page of Swords, Pages being sort of a new wave, fresh energy, and Swords being about your mind and the way that you think. What I am seeing is that you're being called through Spirit, especially with the High Priestess here, to try and change your mindset a little bit and to see the positives and the blessings in life again. I have a feeling for you, Pile 4, that you've been down in the dumps a little bit recently, maybe like over-analyzing situations from your past, wondering why it didn't work out, why things worked out the way they did, feeling just really low and heartbroken potentially, looking at life from sort of a bleak perspective where you feel as if things just aren't naturally going the way that you had planned, or that, like, in a way, potentially, like, the universe isn't supporting you. But I think really with the Page of Swords here, it's about changing your mindset. The Page of Swords sometimes also can represent somebody that's a little bit immature. Pages are generally quite youthful in their energy, very exuberant and young, got lessons to learn. They've only just started their journey, essentially. But what I'm getting mostly from the Page of Swords is about a fresh mindset, a new start in terms of changing the way that you look and see things. And with the High Priestess and the King of Cups too, once again, related to your emotions, the King of Cups is like, look at him riding on the waves. Even though the waves may be turbulent in the background, he's just sitting on a very, very small chair on the ocean, just riding the waves, like really, really steady with his emotions. He's got a handle of his emotions. He's got his emotions in check. Then he's not allowing his emotions to get the best with him and run away with those negative thoughts and sort of investing too much in those negative emotions. I think what you're being called to do is to really start to see the blessings in life again, and maybe try and change your perspective about life in general and why you're here. To remember that we're all humans, and that we're here to sort of experience both the hardships in life so that we can learn lessons from the hardships, but also just in a way to go with the flow with the King of Cups, and to just endure and experience whatever life throws at us in a way. And when we go with the flow a little bit more, we're not too invested in the outcomes about, what we want from life. We just sort of accept the things that come our way, and quite often that's when miracles happen and things get better and better in our life. So it's about you really actively trying to change the way that you're looking at things right now, even though I sense that you are feeling really, really low and despondent, feeling as if there's nothing to look forward to, or there's nothing to have hope for. With the High Priestess here too, you have some strong guides around you, along with the birds I'm seeing here now too. I'm drawn to the birds, which I've never noticed before in the Page of Swords. Lots of I assume they're like seagulls or something over the ocean. Indicating like a lot of spirit guides I'm seeing is what I'm getting with the High Priestess and the birds in the background. You have a lot of guides and ancestors. Your angels are here to support you and to try and help you change your mindset and to start to see life from a beautiful, magical, mystical mindset and viewpoint, where you go with the flow a little bit and just sort of allow things to naturally occur and not get too attached to certain experiences. I also see here too with the King of Cups and the High Priestess, bam, somebody that has strong intuition. I do sense that you have a lot of guides around you supporting you. There's a lot of guidance that you're receiving, and maybe you haven't been following that guidance. You're not seeing where the guidance is leading you, powerful is what I'm seeing. You have a very, very strong intuition, and I sense a very strong connection to spirit with the High Priestess here. Also, I'm drawn to the moon too, related to your emotions. I sense this as a group that really feels things quite deeply, more than most people. So when things go bad for you, or you feel heartbroken, you feel let down, you're a bit disappointed with the way something turned out or didn't turn out, you can be really, really down in the dumps for a lot longer than most people and feel it stronger than most people around you. But also on the plus side for that Pile 4 is that when things go well, or when you choose to see the blessings in life, to see all the beauty in the world around you, the natural world around you, and just sort of embrace each and every moment, allow things to happen as they should, then you have the ability to really exceed and feel exuberant emotions bigger and better than most people can also. So this is a blessing also. It may seem like a curse at times, but your ability to really feel the feels is also something that I think will and can be a blessing if you choose to allow it to be. And such a strong intuition, it's time to allow your emotions to guide you as opposed to holding you back. Most definitely a need to try and see that you're here as a human being to learn and to grow. Try not to get too caught up in the failures or the perceived mishaps, and move on and see what else comes your way is what I'm getting. So it's a great reading in a sense that I think it's a fresh start for you, Pile 4, and an opportunity to really start again and to change your mindset, to really connect with your soul's calling and spirit, and to see the beauty in the world around you again. Lovely. Moving on from that, let's have a look at your oracle cards to see what they have to say for you. You have the Water Your Garden card. Nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. Okay. I've never seen this card before. It's never come out in a reading for me previously. What I'm interested in, what I'm instantly drawn to is a bright star, like the North Star, shining a light on you, letting you know that you're never alone, Pile 4, that you do have some guides around you that are really, really supporting you through what I think is quite a challenging and tough time for you right now. They're definitely encouraging you to take a break and to look after yourself. So this is all about self-care, this card, I think. Doing things that you love, maybe taking a bath, a hot bath, and relaxing, trying to switch your mind off from any racing thoughts about perceived failures or disappointments that you may have had in the past. But I'm also seeing here too, water, your garden. There's so much water in this reading, with the High Priestess generally associated with the zodiac sign of Pisces, who are a water sign. They've got the Five of Cups and the King of Cups. Lots of water energy. Once again, strong intuition is what I'm seeing. You have the Wait card. It's not time yet. Things are being woven. Okay. Well, there you go. It's time to take a break. I think maybe your negative thoughts and negative perception on the world and how things have turned out in the past is really starting to have a detrimental effect on your health. Not just your mental health, Pile 4, I'm seeing, but probably also your physical health too. You may have some ailments in the body that are starting to manifest soothe your body, basically. So you may have some like pains in your body that are starting to manifest. You may be getting sick, or at least you're just not feeling as energized as you normally would or have in the past previously. But also with the Weight card, it's not time yet. Things are being woven. That does indicate that your guides are here supporting you and trying to get you to see that things are okay and that they are doing work behind the background. They're trying to make you see the blessings in life again so that you can like leave that behind. And when you're ready to get out on the world and start like going after the things that you love, they're there to support you and to make it happen in a way. And your final card is the Middle World. And Present, okay. This is a beautiful card. Look how lovely this card is with the sun shining bright on the horse. The white horse, it almost looks like a unicorn. I think it's a horse, so a symbol of like purity and freedom. Horses are like totem spirits of freedom. What I'm getting from this card is that maybe in the past, pile 4, you felt as if you haven't been like doing the right thing or following the right path, potentially. I just sense with the horse and freedom that you felt a little bit stuck, maybe stuck in a job that's not right for you, or just stuck in a situation or a surrounding that isn't at your best, like serving you, your best needs and your best interests. So it's time for you to just take a break and allow yourself time to like come up with the answers that you need naturally. Especially with such strong guidance and such a strong intuition. I think when you do some things, like take some time to do some self-care, take some time out from whatever it is that's really getting you down and making you feel as if like life is so hard, then naturally those answers that you need will eventually emerge from your subconscious, like the sun rising over the horizon here. I'm seeing too. The answers you need arising in the future. I just think there's a strong need for you to take a break. I'm also drawn to all of the nature in these cards too. Like being out in nature too, similar to pile 3, might be something that makes you feel at ease again. I do sense that you're somebody that thoroughly enjoys spending time in nature. Maybe you love horses and animals, spending time with your pets. But this card is mostly generally about just accepting that you are part of the 3D world. Even though you may feel like you want to escape from all of your problems in life right now, you may want to escape and go back to sort of, connecting to spirit and getting spirit to help you through this problem. You do have the ability to do that, I see, absolutely powerful. But once again, it's just a reminder that you're here for a reason, that you chose to be here, that you're going through these challenges because they are helping you grow. And if you choose to change your mindset and to see life as like, I guess, just a school, and to see it from like that childlike perspective where things are fun, and embrace life for the lessons and the experiences it gives you, then you can really shift your focus and actually break free of this feeling of being really despondent and down, as if nothing's working out for you. So it's all about your mindset, pile 4, I think. It's time to ask yourself, like, what things do you tell yourself that maybe you need to change? Are you really hard on yourself? How are you looking at experiences from your past, and what lessons are you garnering from them? Do you think that, nothing works out for you and that everything is hard? Or can you start to see that maybe those things didn't work out because there were experiences and things that you're meant to learn from them and to grow through? It's all about perspective, really, is what I'm seeing. Moving on from that, from pile 4, let's get some further messages for you from the Moonology cards to see what Spirit has to say. Spirit, can we get some further messages, please, about what you want them to know for pile 4, who are trying to change their mindset and their perspective about life and what's happened in the past, to see life through the eyes of a child and just to embrace each and every moment. Any further messages, please, Spirit, for pile number 4? Your first card that came out. Ooh, it's the full moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. I'm so glad that came out for you. That's a beautiful card. More earth energy too. So connecting to nature is very important for you, I see, also pile 4. Getting outdoors, taking some time to do the things that you love, self-care is very important. But once again, a strong indication that the trials, the tribulations that you've been going through are coming to an end. And I think basically, really, it's because you will start to change your mindset. So you are responsible for actually ending the hardships in a way, I think, powerful. When you shift your focus on the things that you love and be grateful for the experiences that you've had, then I think naturally those experiences will start to change, and you'll be attracting more and more beautiful and loving experiences. But that's good to hear. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Any further messages, please, Spirit, for pile number 4? You've really been feeling it quite badly, haven't you? There's been some challenges, definitely. So I empathize with you, pile 4. I really do. I know what it's like to feel as if like nothing's working out for you, as if you've got nothing to offer, not knowing what it is to do or what path to go down. But things are starting to look brighter for you. You've got the sun emerging from the background. You've got the 2 cups in the background of the 5 of cups there. It's about seeing the positive in life and really like being grateful for what it is that you do have. Beautiful. Let's get a closeout message for you from the universe as your back deck. Spirit, can we please get a closeout message for pile number 4, please? Who are shifting their perspective, that also need to take a break to allow themselves to heal and to grieve and to move on. And to be kind to themselves. There you go. Oh, lovely. Hope is the conduit for miracles. Don't give up hope, pile 4. Once again, hope is having faith in something bigger than yourself, right? Believing that no matter what it is that you're going through, no matter how hard things are, things can and will get better. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Spirit has your back and is guiding you, and soon you'll start to see things turn around for the better is what I'm getting. Beautiful card to end with. That's all I have for you, pile 4. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I wish you a beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.